thought my movers were coming tomorrow, but they're here now. So I'm shoving stuff into our suitcases so that we'll have a couple of things. So yeah, I'm shoving things into a suitcase so my kids will have clothes this weekend, but it won't be so bad. They're gonna pack up today and tomorrow and deliver everything on Friday. So, but I really thought they were coming tomorrow. Totally slipped my mind. But anyway. It's just, this PCS has been a whirlwind. If I'm trying to have a positive attitude, feels crazy right now. So you guys, taking a break from running around with a chicken with my head cut off. I'm gonna try to glue one of my nails back on, but what I did was I went around the house and I just grabbed 3 days worth of clothes for everybody. And honestly, I'm just too frazzled right now to be irritated. I'm sure I'll be irritated later, but I signed papers that said March 6th and March 7th. Today is the 5th. You shouldn't be here. I understand you got stuff to do, or maybe you could have inventory today, but no one told me they were packing today and then delivering on Friday. And the truth of the matter is that it's pretty convenient. We'll only be without our stuff for 2 days. We'll get everything on Friday. We'll be in the new apartment in Landstuhl on Friday, but I don't like rushing. It gives me anxiety. I'm running around with a chicken with my head cut off, trying to be like, okay, 48 hours. What does my family need for 48 hours? And shove it into like 3 suitcases. I was going to take the day to do that, you know, to organize everything, but it is what it is. And small blessings. It gets delivered in 48 hours, so hopefully they'll be done at a decent amount of time. The plans I had before they knocked on my door at 8 a.m., which I'm glad they came early, was to go pick up my car. I know I put it in another vlog how we went down there a few days ago, and because we didn't have a P.O. box down in Landstuhl yet, they did not let us pick the vehicle up. So we got that, and now today was the plan to go back and to pick up the truck. But we can't do that because they're here. Okay, so I'm trying to like not be irritated, not be angry. I'm the type of person, I make plans. I'm a control freak. So when I'm not in control, my attitude is really funky. But I'm working on me, and I'm trying not to be so irritable. I'm sitting in the bathroom with Luna. Come, say hi. Because, you know, she can't behave. You know, out there with them, she'll be running around in everybody's face. So we're hanging out together. But yeah, I'm just out of the way. And they got here, I would say, 40 minutes ago. They've already packed up the living room and my bedroom. So hopefully they'll be done like within 2 hours, because they brought like 7 people.
So this is how far they have gotten. All the things that are to the left are things that we left out, and we'll just drive those down to Landstuhl ourselves. But they did a really good job getting things packed up very quickly. Also, another way that they're being really efficient this time is that they're taking everything out of the window. They have like this really large mechanism that will lower things down to the truck, and so it's going a lot faster than having to go down 4 flights of stairs, of course. After the day's chaos, we decided to grab ourselves some food from the food truck that was in front of the PX. It was a Greek food truck, and I tried their lemonade. It had rosemary in it. It was a very interesting flavor. Not good, but not bad either. Right now, you guys, I'm just going to put all of the clothing that I threw to the side so that the movers wouldn't take it. I'm going to pack it up here in the suitcases so that me and the family can, live out of them for the next couple of days. They did have some government furniture that was scheduled to come within the next few days. So we did have mattresses and a table to sit at, a lot of the basics as we were in transition. We only stayed here long enough to do our initial checkout with housing. And since we had already had a home in Landstuhl, it was really easy to just transition and go on down there. I did process the kids out of school, just withdraw them and things like that a little bit later, but we will catch up in a moment and I'll tell you guys all about that.
So you guys, today is, what day is it? Is it Wednesday? No, it's Thursday because it's late start day. Here in Germany, the kids' schools start late on Thursdays. But anyway, I like it. Every Thursday I know I can sleep in. But it's the day after the movers came. And now they are delivering. Since they took all of our furniture yesterday, today they're delivering the government furniture so we can have something to sleep on instead of, pallets on the floor. And then, I think I said it yesterday, Friday, everything will be delivered to our house, which we got housing in on Landstuhl. So right now, the house it's not dirty at all. We've lived here for a month and a half, and I didn't even unpack. I think I unpacked maybe 40% of our boxes. Everything was still in boxes. I just hadn't had the time. And then we found out that we found out probably a solid 3 weeks ago that we were leaving, so we were here for about a month. And then we found out, like, literally on the 4th week, we were leaving. And so I think we've been here literally a month and 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, I've known we were leaving. And we've got the ball rolling on stuff. So really, I'm just dusting things down and just trying to straighten up. But hopefully today we will pick up the truck and withdraw the kids. So you guys, I got Big Blue today. Oh, I'm so excited. Now my husband has to fill it up. He's gonna go in there with his SO card and stuff and put gas in it. And then we are on our way back to Baumholder.
All right, you guys, so it is Friday, and on this day, they did not end up delivering our household goods as they projected. They made a statement about how we didn't confirm, but if we speak in person and I tell you that it's perfectly fine to deliver it on Friday, I don't understand why you need me to email you with the conversation we had. Nonetheless, at this point, I don't expect anything to go as I have planned it, but I have learned to deal with it with a spoonful of grace because I'm going to be truthful. I don't have much more than that, but nonetheless, we grabbed quite a few things that were left in the apartment at Baumholder, and we are bringing them in the house right now. The kids are helping, and I did pull them out of school this day because there was no way I could drive 30 minutes to drop the kiddos off, pick them up, and then still try to get everything under control in the house. So they were just hanging out with us that day. Later on in the evening, we stayed the night, and here I am unpacking some of my pots and pans. Now, I sent these months and months ago from Texas in unaccompanied baggage, and just so much has been going on. I did not have the ability to take them out, to clean them, to do anything with them, so I'm going to take the time to do that now. Alice is extremely annoying whenever we're in a new place. She gets really bad anxiety, and she always looks for a quiet place to hide, I guess, until she gets comfortable or away from the commotion. I just didn't really have time for her this day, and I did not have the patience. I have found this cat in cabinets, in boxes. She's such a little weirdo. On to our first dinner at the new apartment. It's going to be a super simple meal. I'm just going to do some ground beef and gravy over some mashed potatoes. I just needed something that will be filling for the kids, of course, that I could get done with minimal effort. There's just so much going on, and even if there wasn't, I was exhausted, so I wasn't going to do too much. So after we all got washed and settled for the evening, I decided to put together these IKEA chairs that I bought. Now, the chairs that I had back in Fort Bliss were falling apart terribly, and my cat managed to just scratch all the pleather off of them. She's so obnoxious. But anyway, I got these chairs and I'm putting them together. It was just easier to do when the kids were in bed and everything was a little bit more settled. You all see Luna right there beside me, my little shadow. But they were pretty simple. I know most people, they're like, IKEA furniture is, a challenge to put together, or I don't know. I have a mechanically motivated mind where if I can see a picture, I can build it, I can put something together. It's pretty simple for me just in general. But yeah, I'm just here this evening putting them together, so by the time our household goods get delivered, I can set these up with our table.
Hi guys, make sure to like and subscribe.
We are going to his school so we can withdraw him today, and hopefully we can get him enrolled in his next school the next 48 hours. Don't want him to miss too much. So I went to withdraw Manny, and let me take a drink because I'm frustrated. I had to walk up a bunch of stairs.
but they somewhat, not in a really big deal, but they gave me a hard time because they're like, how come you didn't give us prior notice? Today is Monday, the 10th. I'm trying to take Manny out of school. Well, all my kids, honestly. I'm trying to take them all out of school today, withdraw them today. And I understand they might need like 24 hours to get all the records ready and all that other stuff. So I'm like, I'm going around to their schools. I'm trying to withdraw them so that I can get them enrolled by Thursday. And they're like, well, how come you didn't give us a prior notice? And I'm just like, the Army tells me nothing. They barely tell my husband stuff. And he's a soldier. So we needed more time. You know, I have all these other things to prepare, other records to prepare. And I'm assuming that because you're a day of school, like, this is y'all life. Y'all are accustomed to the crazy. But I'm just like, I didn't know. And then I'm just like, in this week alone, I have got my truck. I have got housing down in Landstuhl. I today, like 30 minutes ago, I had my first walkthrough for the apartment here in Baumholder, so I could turn the keys in and they can inspect and see if there are any, you know, issues that I need to fix and stuff like that. I mean, I was only in a house for 30 days, so there was nothing wrong, but I still have to go through all these processes. And they're just like, well, when do you know about this? Or when do you know about that? And I'm just like, I don't. You know, like, you know, this is Germany. You get a house, maybe not. It just depends. You know nothing, never, until the day that you know it, or until you're in the office and someone says, hey, this is a possibility, or this isn't a possibility. And I'm just like, you all want a week's notice that I'm pulling the kids out of school, but I wouldn't pull my children out of school if I had no place to live. So while I'm going, and these bases are not right beside each other. It's a 45-minute drive. So there's no way that I'm just going to be going 45 minutes back and forth until I figure things out. My kids are just going to sit right here in this school until I have some solid information. But I get it. Like, it's a day of school. I know kids are coming in and kids are going out every single day. But you want a heads up. The Army doesn't give anybody a heads up. Like, what gets me is that I've been saying this to their teachers for the past week. We're leaving. I don't know when. And everybody wants answers, but it's just like, I don't know when. And this is a really weird situation because it's not just like a regular PCS. We just PCS'd here and his orders got rescinded. And I know it's not like a regular thing that happens. At least from what I hear, it's not a regular thing. It happens like every blue moon. But I'm just like, y'all, I'm too exhausted to fight. I'm too exhausted to like go back and forth with people. Because, you know, I mean, it's my character. I'm not proud of it, but I'm always up for a good argument. I'm always up for a good back and forth. Let's go. But it's just like, I'm tired. You know, I'm tired, and I know you're frustrated too. But I mean, trying to figure out why the Army does what it does, when it does, how it does it, all of it is going to drive you crazy. So, I mean, I just got to roll with the punches, just like everybody else. Ain't no need to get my panties in a twist, because guess what? They don't care. I'm gonna be sitting here upset and mad at them for changing things, switching stuff up at the last minute. That's not gonna do me any good. And it's just like, you all literally work for the Department of Defense. You should understand this and be way more flexible than I am, for sure. But y'all, rant over. I'm going back. They told me that they would try really hard to give me everything I needed in 48 hours. I'm going back to the apartment right now. All I have left is a couple of pots and pans, and I have to sweep, of course, little things like that. And then after that, we're going to leave Smith Barracks side and go over to the Withdrawal side so that I can withdraw my big kids.
There's a party
The last thing on the day's to-do list was a dental appointment for my son. He's had ongoing issues ever since we left El Paso, so hopefully here we will get them finished up. All of the oral surgery will go well. Everything will be taken care of. I ended my day with the new spring matcha lavender tea latte. I definitely needed a treat. I hope to see you guys in the next one, and hopefully life will be a lot more calm, less chaotic, and I'll be getting a handle on a lot of things. Bye. See you then.